Hi guys, hi. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, so it's been a while and I have I'm back to your screens with something quite important, and it might be, you might see it as interesting, but it's more of informative, and well, just sharing a little bit with you guys today. And well, stay tuned to the video so that you could enjoy, and yes, stick with me to the end of the video. Okay, actually, before we go into the video, there's this song that I learned recently from one of the gospel musicians, well, maybe not really a musician, but then a worshiper, Victoria Renze, and I would just like to sing it before I start this video. Through the fire, through the raging storm, I will not lose my peace. Through the valley, through the sweeping flood, I will hold to my peace. Through the fire, through the raging storm, I will hold to my peace. Through the valley, through the sweeping flood, I will not lose my peace. Shalom, shalom, you are my peace. Shalom, shalom, you are my peace. Shalom, shalom, you are my peace. Before I move ahead to the major content of this video, do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. These are the things that encourages us to keep on doing these videos. If there's some other things that you'd like me to talk about, myself, things in general, and Russia, you can also comment below. Bringing us back to the video, and I'm sure that the topic of this video is something that we are very used to, and then we're like, oh yeah, if that was possible and all of that, but yes, do not grow up. So basically this video is for students who are maybe in their final year, the third year, looking forward to graduating, or even students in general. First, I would just like to share how this past 1 year has been for me. So I graduated last year, 2021, and I had my BSc in project management. And yes, then I realized that, oh yeah, girl, you're an adult now, and you have to see how the world is. And then yes, they pushed us into the world just like that. Okay, so, and being a foreign student in Russia, or more like a student who just graduated in Russia, you're left with two options: either to continue studying, or just go back to your country. And if you are from my country, you definitely would not see it as an option to go back home right now, or at least not just immediately. You would definitely, if it's not staying in this country, you definitely want to see yourself going somewhere else and all of that. So it's a really big decision, especially when you're nearing that final year of your studying. like it just dawns on you that, okay, so what is my next step? And then everyone begins to ask you, okay, what do you plan to do? And then you by yourself are just like, I don't even know what I plan to do with my life. I'm still trying to figure all things out and all of that. But then your time is going, and then you'll definitely have to figure something out. So for me, it was just like, okay, I was already beginning to apply to schools. I definitely wanted to, continue do my master's somewhere else. And I didn't want to stay back in Russia for me, because it was very important that I studied my master's program in English language, because I studied project management in Russian language, but I wanted to do my master's in English language. I thought I had it all figured out in my final year. Okay, I'd already started applying, I put in here and put in there and all of that. But then I finished, and I was still awaiting response from the schools that I applied to. And some of these countries that we're looking at, some of them were just like, they're having just crazy requirements from you, like English proficiency exam and GRE, GMAT, and all of that. Some of which we didn't have to have when in this country, and like some of them are new to us and all of that. And so trying to take the English exam sort of strain is quite expensive. And thinking about it, like, okay, I'm supposed to be able to get a school where I don't need, like, for crying out loud, I'm from Nigeria. English is my official language. Why do I have to write the English exam? And then when you look at the other exams, so GRE, GMAT, I have to pay an amount of money, and I have to study for this amount of months. And so the school that I eventually was able to, got back to me and all of that, in the application requirement, they didn't actually say that I needed a GMAT, because that was one of the reasons why I chose that particular course, because I saw that all other ones they required. So I chose this one because it was not in the requirements and all of that. And so the lady got back to me and was like, oh, okay, your result has been approved. I just need to send my GRE result. I'm like, it wasn't in the requirement. And the lady was like, it's in the requirement and all of that. And then I had to go ahead to search for, okay, how much does it cost to have the GRE and all of that. And then I realized that just for the base is like start price like $200. And when you start putting in the fact that they might have to send the results somewhere, it's in Russia, then the price begins to increase and increase and increase and all of that. And it was also a tight corner, because it means I needed to study for the exam, and I didn't have the luxury of that time. So I had to forgo of that, and then I was left with the option of staying here in Russia. Finally, I was able to get somewhere to apply for a year in Moscow. It was quite expensive, but it's one of those things I have to do. So, and I got my visa prolonged, and there's a whole issue with registration. It was crazy, guys. Really, it was. But I'm still here. I'm standing, right? And everything seems good. So, the main reason for all this that I'm saying is that if you find yourself in final year right now, I know that I probably should have made this video a bit earlier for those who just graduated, but it's fine. I'm sure that you guys are also as maybe some of you are also as confused as I was back then, but I'm doing this video so for those who are in final year, so they won't be as confused as some of us were when we finished. So in your final year, it would be better if we have those in 300 level, or you have 2 more years before you graduate. Make sure that you're looking out for what exactly you want to do, or what your next step will be after graduation. And if it's that, okay, you have the idea that I want to go to a particular country, in that country, make sure that you're looking at some schools, already search for the requirements, already look, okay, if they really require the English exam or the GMAT or this exam or whatever documents that they would need for you to apply to that school, so that you already have the knowledge and you're already like preparing yourself. You already have like 2 years, 1 year to already do all of that. You're already trained with projects, you're trained with the pressure, just the mental pressure from, oh, it's my final year, I'm almost done. And I'm sure that it might feel quite exciting that, oh yeah, finally I'm done with school and all of that. Yeah. But then just make sure that you're able to look for information about the things that you want to do, what you want to do next, where you want to go next. And of course, it's important that this is actually the most important part, which is speaking to God about what it would have you do next after school, which is, that could actually, erase some steps for you. Because if you're able to speak to God and like it tells you that, okay, you know what, my plan for you is to stay in Russia for now, right? Or just remain in Russia while I give you further instructions, then you already know that you don't have to look overseas. You just have to make use of what you have here and make sure that you're making your stand here good. But then if it gives you a go ahead to go further, then I'm sure he also knows where it's perfect for you to land yourself in. So ask God, speak to God. Where would you have me go to? Would you have me stay? What country would you have me go to? Would you have me go back to my home country? Is there something you would have me do part-time? So it's important. And then if you have a go ahead from God to either stay here, okay, what would you have me stay in Russia to do? What school would you have me go, continue with? Should I just continue my master's, go for work or something? And if it's to travel abroad, what would you have? Which school, what country would you have me go to? And all of that. Then it's after God has given you that go ahead to go to that part of wherever He sent you to, then it's not left to you to start searching. Okay, if He also gives you where or what school to go to, or what thing to do, then you have no idea how blessed you are. So just go with that and begin to find information about that place. What does it require to go there? What do you need to have, and all of that. And it will make things much more easier. And I also need to make mention of this, right? I know all of us, we are so much in a haste to finish school, and we could not wait to be adults. I'm sure some of us were like, oh God, if we had known, we'll have don't grow up, just stay where you are, and all of that. And we're like, this adulting thing is it's really adulting, my dear. So what I'm just trying to say is that where you are right now in school, enjoy it. Go to places. If you're able to travel to places in your summer holiday, travel to places, meet people, make friends, build connections, build relationships, explore things. When I mean explore things, I mean, in a godly and good way, okay? So don't get me wrong. Try new things. There's so many things that are out there that you could do, that you could learn new things. Maybe they're saying that tech is good these days. Try your hands on tech. Try your hands on, doing things. What exactly could you learn along the way while still in school? You have no idea when and where they could come in handy. My word to everyone, undergraduate students out there, is that enjoy your undergraduate days. Fulfill, don't be in too much of a haste to finish school and not enjoy the process. Enjoy the process while you're going to the end, and prepare well, look forward, get information, ask people. You're nearing you're nearing the end already. There are people who they've finished. Probably there are people you're looking forward to. Ask questions. Ask, what can you do? You're not sure about something, ask. Do not keep quiet. I'm sure, most of us in this generation are want to do things on our own. We don't want someone to be to control me, to look at me, or to give me instructions and all of that. Really. But then, truthfully speaking, that is why these people have gone ahead of us. We can ask them. We don't have to learn from experience. We can learn from them just by asking them. So that is basically it for this video, and I do hope you found this useful, because I sort of wish I started a little bit earlier than I did, because I just was, there's this thing of mentally preparing, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I want to go to this place when I'm done, and then there is no concrete plans made towards that. That was the mistake I did. I had the mind that, okay, I want to go to this place. Yeah, so that should be fine. And then I just started applying like my last year and all of that. I didn't check for what was required earlier to see if I could put in for those things, if I have them, if I need to look at some other options and all of that. Yes, and I was so into my head of like, I don't even want to care, like I want to leave this country. That was it for me. Like, it was not my plan to stay in Russia. I really wanted to leave Russia, so I didn't give space to listen to the Holy Spirit, to hear from God on what He wanted me to do. So I was just doing everything by my own power. I was only doing everything by what I thought I wanted, and I did not wait to hear God to know what He wanted me to do for that time. And maybe even He wanted me to leave, but then I was not even listening to His direction, or I didn't even ask Him. I didn't go to Him to know what He had for me. So I do hope that you don't make the mistake as I did. So that is why I'm making videos. So if you see that someone might find this useful, please do not forget to share to them. And if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe, like, comment. Let me know if you're a graduate already. Drop things that you wish. You can just comment below. Let me know what I think you wish you had known, or the things that helped you before you graduated, that's making you where you envisioned that you're there right now. And if you're an undergraduate student, let me know what you think about this, and let me just know your opinion. Drop your comments below, okay? Do not forget again to like and comment. Share to those that you think it might be useful to. Thank you so much. I do really appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Ciao, ciao. Till next time.